Hey guys, just wanted to do a little video on my latest project. This is a 2006 Honda Civic, and I got a really good deal on this car and go over a common problem. And one of the reasons why I got such a good deal on this, let's see if I can get in here, is a starter problem that these cars seem to have. Everything works on it, except you hear that. Hear this? It's the starter relay, and you can do it a few times and then it starts. Shut the car off and it does the same thing. And what I believe the problem is the ignition. Excuse the car, it's a mess. I haven't cleaned it or anything yet since I picked it up. But it's the ignition switch or ignition module that's right under here. And what I did was I switched the relays in the fuse box. I don't know if you can see it down there, but I switched the relay from the window relay and the starter relay are the same. So I flipped them and still have the same problem. So the starter's good, the battery's good. Pretty sure it's this ignition. So there's two screws you have to take out under here, two Phillips screws. So I'm gonna take those out and we'll see what we can find out in the ignition. I did pick up a new one on Amazon. Like I said, I got a really good deal on this car, and I think part of it was this problem. Everything else seems to check out good from what I've seen so far. Car runs and drives great. It's a Honda, but I think the people were scared of this problem, and they said they even took it to a shop for this problem, and the shop had no idea what it was. Which, okay, I mean, it seems like a pretty common problem, but so we're going to get these two screws out and try to swap this piece out and see if we can fix it. All right, so it was three screws that hold this lower panel on. So pop that out of the way. And this is what we're looking at right here. This part of the ignition. So got to get these screws out. I think there's just two screws that hold this on. So I know one is hard to get to, but pop these two screws out and we should be able to get this piece off. All right, this is what I'm using to get to this one screw that you can't really get a screwdriver into. This is just a little piece that I picked up at Harbor Freight years ago for another project that I needed something small and could only use my thumbs and finger on. But if you move the steering wheel to the right position, you can squeeze that right in there and take the screw loose that way. Okay, now I have both screws out, so you can just slide this piece off and then you can disconnect the connector, and we have the ignition off. All right, so now I plugged in the new ignition, popped it in up here. One of my screws lined up. And just tighten it back down. I will show you one thing. At first I couldn't get this ignition switch to go back on. Didn't want to line back up. And the center part of the switch on the new one was turned, I guess, to the accessory part, and it wouldn't go back on. And so what I did, let's see if I can set the camera here, hold it with my arm. You can see the little groove inside. This is the old one. The groove, the switch was turned. It was turned to the accessory part, so I just stuck a screwdriver in it and turned it back to line up straight with the pins. and clicked right in. No big deal. But just in case you're having issues getting it back in there. All right, I'm going to put the bottom screw back in. I'm going to turn the camera off to do that, but it's a very easy fix so far. All right, guys, so I have the switch on. I haven't put any of the panels on yet, but let's just test it out. Starts right up. Let's do it again. So I'm pretty confident that was our problem. It was that easy to fix, and cost me 15 bucks on Amazon for the part. So the part was cheap. Like I said, I got a really good deal on this car, and I think that was part of it. So I'm just gonna drive this car as my little beater, and I usually commute to work on my motorcycle, but on bad weather days and maybe this winter when it gets really cold out, I'll have a little car that's cheap on gas and no car payment. And yeah, so that's it. So hopefully this helps somebody out. It was very easy to do, and yeah, just very easy. So take a little time, pop the plastics off, and switch out the ignition switch, and works fine. So thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Please like, subscribe. Maybe I'll have some more videos on this car. Usually do motorcycle stuff, but thought I would show this little video of this ignition switch replacement on a Honda Civic. All right, thanks for watching.